The Chicago Bears just got a strong message relayed to them as they're preparing for the NFL draft. What's up? This is Sean from Sports Talk Bears. And before I get started, let's celebrate together the induction of 3 Bears into the Hall: Devin Hester, Steve McMichaels, and Julius Peppers. Just so deserving, guys. My heart goes out to Mongo being able to experience this honor as he struggles with ALS. Just a super sweet moment. And let's go to the story on heavy.com. Just a fantastic site. As always, I always give credit here. Rome Odunze, who, as you know, is one of the top receivers available in the 2024 draft. I'd say he's the second best available outside of Marvin Harrison Jr. We also have Malik Neighbors, but he's sent a strong message. He can be the missing piece in the Bears offense moving forward. So we're a few weeks away from the Underwear Olympics. That's the NFL Combine, and roughly 2 months away from the start of the NFL league year. So during this dead time in between, things get communicated that we should follow up on, and this is a big one. We're spending a lot of time on whether the quarterback for us is Justin Fields or it's Caleb Williams, mock drafting, draft rumors, but let's just hear it directly from a player. Excuse me, just a couple days ago, he was interviewed on NBC Sports Chicago Super Bowl Row and said this about the Bears. I've seen great things, Odunze. He's a Las Vegas native as well. He said this about the Bears. I was a huge fan of Devin Hester growing up. That was my favorite player, so I absolutely love this. I mean, it's nice to see that he shares in the celebration of his induction. And Hester, a 3-time All-Pro with the Bears from 2006 to 2013, he's regarded as one of the best, if not the best, punt and kick returners of all time. He's also the first player in the history of the Hall who is primarily a returner, him being inducted. It's so well deserved, but him being inducted, that's a huge thing. That's a new thing. That's a history thing, and it's so well deserved. So following that, this guy, Rome Odunze, he's super excited about the prospect of being drafted by us and becoming a Chicago Bears. He had this to say as well. Chicago, it's an amazing city, and it feels like something. It feels like in recent years they haven't had the success that they wanted, and I feel like I could revive that, provide another asset to that offense to help propel them to another height. They've got a great quarterback in Justin Fields. I think he's a baller. I think they've just got some weapons, but I think they could add me and I could be another big asset for them. He continues to be one of the most popular first-round targets for the Bears, as you know. He continues to be linked across news platforms, not just here. And let's just say we go ahead and use our number 1 draft pick instead of trading it. Let's go ahead and pull the trigger on Caleb Williams and use the number 9 pick on Rome Odunze. This is a hypothetical thing. I need to explore this. So let's just look at this as an option. We can't fully predict trade scenarios, and although it's a lot of fun, we know 100% that this is a possibility, and we just simply pick where we are. If Rome's not there at our number 7, then certainly Neighbors from LSU, he'll be available, and I absolutely love him as a player as well. That's not a bad pick. This might be a special pairing, though, with our own DJ Moore, so let's go over who he has been as a college player. In 2023 with Washington this last year, he led college football with 92 catches, and he added to that 1,640 yards and 13 touchdowns. That's over 1,600 yards. He's a good complement to Moore. He's a big receiver at 6'3", 215 pounds. He's just a great route runner as well. That's his main strength. And he's also a physical presence. That's something that we've been lacking. It allows him to come down with contested balls. And he's also able to high point passes in the end zone. And that's something we need too. So if we paired him with a smaller body guy like DJ Moore, the 2 different styles, that could be exactly what we need. And let's hear what he had to say regarding the prospect of this happening. That'd be awesome. He's a dog. This is Odunze telling NBC Sports Chicago a little more. I remember watching, he just doesn't go down. His balance to maintain it through catches and stay on his feet and get those extra yards, it's one of the highlights of his game. He's smaller. This is DJ Moore once again, but he has the speed, the physicality of a bigger receiver, and he's just exciting to watch. So that pairing would be great, right? So what about the quarterback? How would he match up, or what's his preference even? So we go back to Odunze talking about Fields. He honed in on Fields' unique skill set with his legs. He praised his ability to use them to evade pressure and make plays for the Bears. I mean, he was super complimentary. But when asked about Caleb, the tone was a bit different. Granted, keep this in mind. Please consider he's aware that a scenario that he's drafted by the Bears is most likely to be following us using the number 1 pick on Williams as well. He definitely knows they would be a package deal, and he thinks for sure that him being drafted by the Bears is predicated on us drafting Caleb as well. So let's take it with a grain of salt. But here's the quote once again, courtesy of heavy.com, the story I previously referenced. He's a special player, Odunze said of Williams. He can deliver it inside the pocket. My daughter's back there. Hi, Presley. He can deliver it inside the pocket. I even saw it firsthand. His ability to get outside the pocket and make people miss and make plays. His awareness to be able to look downfield and be able to make some of the throws he makes, man, it's incredible to watch. He also said he's a special player. It would be so exciting to play with him. It looks like he's pro Caleb, right? Lots of love for Caleb there. We're just in such a nice spot. As a team, we can go so many different directions, right? We can trade away Fields and have a franchise-changing new quarterback, regardless of whether we agree with them or not. That's the consensus across the board, going this route. And then we can immediately pair him with a baller like Odunze to grow alongside DJ Moore, right? Or we likely trade 1 or 2 spots, collect huge draft capital, and go the MHJ route. I love that. Have the dominant pass catcher, the generational talent in this draft to still pair with Moore, predicting Fields rounds into his best self, and also have lots of capital to build around him. I mean, friends, as you know, I'm a keep Fields guy. I've been consistent there, but I must say the other route, it's not foolish, and respectfully, it's super compelling as well. And remember, if we go the Caleb route, it is very possible we could get a first for Fields from someone like Denver, Atlanta, Pittsburgh, or even another team joins in. There could be a mini bidding war for Fields, and it could result in us getting a first-round pick. I'm going to post a story later in the day that exactly details that, so stay tuned. But building around Caleb Williams, it's also very possible. I believe if we get that first rounder for Fields, that'd be a catalyst, because that would make grabbing a top tackle or edge rusher in the first round a definite possibility. We're also in the need of trading a bit to make sure we have a second rounder, because I think, honestly, that's where the real value lies in this draft, and we don't have a second right now. We absolutely need one. So part of this trade scenario, part of even drafting Caleb Williams, I think it also requires us to move around a little bit in the draft to make sure we get that second rounder. And also, obviously, if we don't go the Caleb route, we're going to be able to load up on first and actually get a bounty, and we've covered that. I just want to really seriously cover the possibility of drafting Caleb Williams, and that it's still possible to build a team through that. In short, what a great place to be. Several routes that can lead to a bright future. And we've just got to love this regardless of which camp that we resonate with. And hey, I don't have to ask you guys. You guys are going to tell me what you think. So please, let's chop it up in the message board. Let's be respectful. And let's enjoy this offseason together. The Underwear Olympics are coming very quickly, and the league year is going to be here before we know it. So let's just enjoy it. Let's chop this up. Bear down, my friends, and talk soon. See ya.